Oh, yeah.
Can I restart from the...
No, start from right from 22. There's no need to go up there. Right from there. Section 22. 11 octaves. Starting on D sharp.
Oh.
You know that one of the things that is, especially when you start playing longer pieces, to be able to start from any part, especially some major sections. Okay, so basically, remember, have we done starting points before?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's when I say 22, you have to be able to start from it. Okay, but we can stop because it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, there are some mistakes. I was marking some, but not all of them. Okay. I mean, there are many things that are still missing in your playing. First, the use of the fingertips. It's kind of essential when we're playing this. Your fingertips not always very activated. Second thing, please check dynamics because otherwise everything sounds the same way. And then generally when we're playing music of Haydn, some of the things we're looking for, we played Haydn before, right?
No.
Never?
Never.
So when playing music of Haydn, we're looking for contrasts. And that's kind of our next step. Do you know the word contrast?
Yes.
So what does it mean?
Difference.
Yeah, the opposites, right? So what kind of opposites we can have in music? Let's see if you can give me a couple of...
Piano.
Exactly, so right, dynamics, you're up to the right. What else?
Crescendo.
That's same, it's kind of dynamic still. What do you think is also in category, like we can do the opposite things? You're absolutely right, dynamics, yeah, for the piano, so loud or soft. What else?
Left hand and right hand.
No, I don't think so. I mean, yeah, but it's not a real contrast. It's just a good skill to have, right? Let's see, one more.
Staccato.
Yes, exactly. Short or long. Yes, 100%. That's actually those two things that I would like to hear from my students usually. Then the other thing would be high notes or low notes. Is it going up or is it going down? Also different kind of moods. Okay, so this is something we're looking for. Now I wanted to also mention that there should be no gaps when you finish in one part and going to the other one. Mm-hmm. For some reason you will every time you finish and then you add like extra count or so. Mm-hmm. We cannot do that. You didn't do your finger hugs here at all. The thing is, because this is going to be a really fast tempo, and those U-shapes that we're trying to create here is not going to be possible to do unless we really activate. So what I meant before, we need to activate our fingertips. You're playing. So the finger hug, it requires the finger action. So what we do, we lift finger and then U-shape. So that U-shape is right here, not in our wrist. Here, this part you didn't count, and we have another one like this right here. Okay, so you were turning this then bum, 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 and this is just regular 8th notes. Incorrect notes here, both for this and this, and there's actually on this minor parts, there were some other, mostly on left hand, right here. And then you got stuck, right? So, all right, but this is from today. So, and I mentioned no gaps. Okay. All right, let's play with looking right now. Shaping was kind of there, but not everywhere. So let's start from the beginning. I don't think we're gonna be playing the other piece today, so just this one. Yeah, because I see that your fingers, that now I got a little bit closer and I see that you're bending your fingers. The thing is that this way our fingers, it's harder to do things precisely, okay? We need to use this part. semi-flat fingers, it's gonna reflect on quality of tone. Yeah, I see some of them are like this. Okay, that explains many things. Yeah, I see that sometimes you're placing your fingers like this, and that's why it doesn't sound as precise. So sometimes I can tell my students will have this type of technique to play with semi bouncy touch, which I also call like walking on eggshells. Not bouncy, 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 bouncy along. You should hear. Because in this piece we repeat the same thing over so many times. It's going to be very boring. Okay, so let's try again from the beginning. One of the rules, we never start, even if it's mezzo forte, the upbeat always leading into the main beat. Semi-flat fingers. That explains a lot. As I said, things like sitting position, hand position already should be there because we've been working on your hand position for a few years already now. And the fact that we still have to talk about this sometimes, that's not a good thing, right? Because now it's actually reflects on, and now we start playing bigger pieces, and then it's still talking about hand position when we're playing pieces like this. That's not really something we want to do. Okay, so now it's going to be even harder for you because you need to be thinking about sitting position, finger position, musical ideas, memorization, fixing mistakes, all kinds of stuff. Okay. How do we play upbeat? Yeah. Shoulders down. That's better. What did I say? Where do we start crescendo? Where do we have the real crescendo? The one that's marked by editor, not by me. The crescendo. Where does it say crescendo?
Here.
Yeah, right here. So even though we shape there, but it still needs to be very, very gentle. Okay. Yeah. Real forte. Much bigger. I'll keep 44 longer because then that piano will be more contrasting. So don't go down to mezzo piano at the end of this phrase, right? Da di da da di da, right from here. Da di from forte, right from forte. Da di da da, come on, jump in. With the music in front of you, it would be nice if you can jump in right away. Of course, yeah, and firm fingers. Ready? Da di da da di da. Don't bombard the last note. Da da da. Finish, but yeah, so it doesn't mean that that note should be significantly bigger than the rest, and it's short. You lost it. By the way, you don't have to do this in this tempo. It's maybe faster than your comfortable tempo. Okay, do you understand what you need to do?
Yeah.
So continue memorizing and start applying this idea. So you need to practice with looping a lot as well. Okay. This is harder than many pieces that you played before. So it requires very detailed practicing. Small sections, starting points, right?
Mm-hmm.
Quality. We're looking for really good quality. So 1 through 35 by memory. But don't forget to practice with looking too. contrast is what we're adding now. And those parts where you feel comfortable. No gaps, fix mistakes. There are not too many of them, but we don't want to make mistakes. And no flat fingers. Actually, that needs to be the bigger. No flat fingers because otherwise it's not the same tone. No flat fingers. We need to really activate. Active fingers. Um, one more thing. Remember how we play upbeats
Mhm.
to the downbeat. Sitting position. No common things, right? And then you still have the other one. Yeah, you can go further with the quarantine. Okay, but
Detail.
I don't know. You'll see how much you can cover. Okay. All right. So yeah, our hiding is a big project. We've never had such a big project before. All right. So, but don't play fast because I think I made you play a bit faster right now. I don't think that's something we need to do that. Not at this point. Quality over tempo. Okay. Really detailed.